I didn't get that at all. Here in Korea, hi everybody, my name is Rahel. I come from America. I came to Korea in July 2018, and I've been here in July, it'll be almost 2 years. From what I understand from my friends, the situation of the coronavirus kind of hit America for the past month or so, 4 to 6 weeks. I can't believe what's going on there, to tell you the truth. First there was lockdown. People were hoarding toilet paper. What's that about? I didn't get that at all. I guess they're, also buying out food. They're buying out hygienic products, to wash your hands, sanitizer, things like that, all kinds of products. And as from what I can see and what I know from friends, it's sort of like a frantic panic buying to make sure we have everything in the house. I don't understand it. I can only speak about what I hear from my friends and my family in America, and I'm only single here in Korea. Everybody else is in America. What they speak about in the beginning, they were worried about us here in Korea and very worried. I was getting phone calls, how are you, and all of that, and then it hit them. But the response there, at first, I guess people were worried about masks. People in my family, they were worried about trying to get a hold of masks. And then one of my family members, my niece, had a really good idea to start making masks. And she offered to make them, volunteered, and from her own money to make them and send them out. She researched it, what was the best way, from some personal friends who had to check themselves to see. They thought they might have gotten sick. Lack of availability and the lack of speed in which they could actually get tested and find any results. That was kind of difficult to learn about. So now I'm going to talk about things that surprised me about living in Korea during the coronavirus. As compared to America, when people were hoarding toilet paper, I would just go into the local store, the supermarket, the local convenience store, local department store. There's always toilet paper there, piles and piles of it. I never had to worry about trying to find toilet paper. I always had a stock in the house, and if I ran out, I just went over to the nearest store, and there it was. So let's start with, as an American, of course, I have some connections in America to talk about this panic buying of toilet paper. I never, to this day, even understood why toilet paper was such an item that needed to be hoarded and bought in such a way and protected. I never got that, but there was that. I heard that was the main thing, was the issue of toilet paper and the hygienic products. But compared to us here in Korea, none of that ever happened.
Did you talk about that you're okay with toilet paper in Korea to your family in the States?
Yeah.
How were their reactions?
What are they doing? I told my family and my friends, why I don't understand why you're hoarding. What's this with the toilet paper? Honestly, they didn't understand it either. They just said it's out of stock. Everybody's hoarding it. We're okay. We have it, but we don't understand why people are going crazy about toilet paper either. So it's a big mystery in America. First they said you didn't need them, then they said you did need them, and then people were looking frantically for masks, and then there were no masks, and people were saying masks only for like hospital staff, for example. And then they said everybody should wear a mask, and everybody was getting kind of panicked about it because they couldn't find masks, and they were creating different ways, to have a mask and cover their mouths and their noses. Here in Korea, that never existed. There were masks always available. The first thing we did was we were instructed to wear masks. Masks, very cheap. They were available at every store. Outside vendors also were selling masks. We never had a shortage of masks, period. We never had any panic buying, never any fear of not having that. The government also, I got notices on my phone where I could get masks if I didn't have any. There were certain government outlets, government point for foreigners, where we could go. Masks were supplied to us free of charge, because I think that in Korea, I understand the importance of such a crisis. They've been through it a few times. It's readily available. They're prepared. They were prepared from the start. So the other thing that was really, really amazing here in Korea, as I said, I think that they're very well prepared here because they've had to deal with this previously, so there's no panic at all. The government, I want to highly praise the government for their attention to the situation and their care and concern for the citizens. We had hand sanitizer everywhere. In the elevators, we have it in the subways, we have it in banks, we have it in stores stores. We have it in parks. Wherever you are, there was always hand sanitizer available. Nobody was running off with it there. You could be in a bank and there are 2 or 3 or 4 bottles of it right there. And people just come in, just use it. Nobody's pocketing it or walking away with it. I was in the theater actually, and believe it or not, they were checking, making sure everybody was wearing masks and checking our temperatures with special cameras and special equipment, and hand sanitizer there. Everybody who walked in used the hand sanitizer. I mean, it was just readily available for free. I never had to buy any, although it was available for purchase in the stores. If you wanted more to bring it home or something, you could just get it. But I mean, it was right there on the shelf. You never ran out of it in the bathrooms, everywhere. I mean, the cleanliness here and the care and concern for the citizens here, anybody who's living here, guests, tourists, also all come under that same category, are all cared for and all for free. There's another thing that I really appreciate here in Korea during the coronavirus, that is that we get regular daily alerts, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. When it peaked here, we were getting alerts throughout the day where somebody was discovered to have been infected, who they had been in contact with, where they had kind of gone throughout the day, and where we might want to stay away from. How many people were infected. We had maps, we had alerts, we had websites where you could go to, and we were always on top of it, always informed. Map points were there and regular alerts. It was very, very good. In English, I could get it in English, in Korean, and I believe in other languages too. So today, I was really happy to talk to you about things that I really was surprised about and happy to learn about, and about the good things living here in Korea during coronavirus, actually, that's happening. So if you like this video, then press like, subscribe, and add your comments, and really good. See you later.